Hi everyone. I'm in a parking lot. I just stopped for. I just arrived to the place I'm working today, and I have a few minutes to spare. And I was thinking about doing a video for you, in which I could explain the most common abbreviations, because they're really simple abbreviations. But if you don't know them, they can make your life hard. I post a lot of prescriptions in the Facebook group, which you can find in the description of this video, and some of you have missed the old posts where I posted in the beginning of the Facebook group. I posted a lot of these common abbreviations. So to save you from scrolling all the way down and finding out, I decided to make a video and just walk you through a few of those common abbreviations. So the first ones you need to know is the one where it says 1D. So that stands for one to be taken daily. Where you see 1BD, it means one to be taken twice daily. Where you see 1TD, that would mean one to be taken 3 times daily. And 1Q or 1QD would be one to be taken 4 times daily. Now it doesn't have to be 1, it can be 2, so that means that would be 2 3 times a day, or 2 4 times a day. But that's so D is for daily, BD is for twice daily, TD is for 3 times daily, and QD is for 4 times daily. Now, you may see some words in Latin on the prescriptions, like mane, that means morning. Tarde would be evening, and nocte would be at night. Some other common abbreviations would be SDU. SDU stands for single dose units, used for eye drops that are that the manufacturer puts in single dose units. So you have the bottle for the eye drops, and then you could have this plastic single dose units that you use once and you throw away. That's what SDU stands for. Another one would be FTU. So FTU stands for fingertip unit. It's used on ointment and creams, and when you see them on prescriptions, it's used as a measure. So it kind of tells the patient how much they should apply. They should apply a fingertip unit, like the unit as large as the fingertip. So that's the fingertip unit for creams and ointments. You will see AA sometimes on prescriptions. That means apply to affected areas. You can actually type that in the computer when you're doing the labels, and then you would the computer would automatically write on the label apply to affected areas. You will see hold on the prescription. Hold would mean that it's mostly used for antibiotics. So if the doctor doesn't really think they should, the doctor might instruct the patient to wait a day or two and see if the other tablets that have been prescribed, maybe steroids or something like that, will do the job on their own, and maybe the antibiotic won't be needed. Then the patient will be advised to actually not take that antibiotic for a few days. The patient may opt not to actually get it from the pharmacy, so it could be left on the prescription, and the patient could call in a day or two and say, yeah, I actually do need the antibiotic, and then the pharmacy would dispense it. But that's what the hold would mean. Oh yeah, now another very, very common abbreviation would be like 1/7. So 1/7 would be 1 day, because there's 7 days in a week. If you see 3/7, that would mean 3 days. So you will see on prescriptions saying paracetamol 4 times a day, 3/7. So you make the math, and it's 3 days. 3 times 8 is 24. So that's what the 3 times 7 /7 or whatever number /7 would mean. It means how many days. When you see a number and then /52, you should know that that is how many weeks. So if you see 1/52, it's 1 week, because there are 52 weeks in a year. So 1/52 would be 1 week. 3/52 would be 3 weeks, and so on. And everything that you see a number, and /12 would be like 1/12 would be 1 month. 6/12 would be 6 months. Obviously, because they're 6 months in a year. 12 months in a year. Now you will see on prescriptions saying issue X3. So we read that as issue times 3 or issue times 6. That X3 or times 3 would mean issue 3 times. Now, if you have the word issue 3 times, you only dispense it 3 times. But you may have a prescription and then underneath it say repeat times 3. So repeat X3. That means you actually dispense it 4 times. You dispense it the first time and then you repeat by 3 times. So the patient gets dispensed that prescription on a total number of 4 times. Now, another abbreviation you will come across is going to be CD. So that stands for controlled drug. So controlled drug is anything that is kept in the safe, that you have a what we call a CD book or a CD register, and you have to keep all the balance of those medications in that book. Every time you receive one from a supplier, it goes in the book. Every time you supply it to the patient, it's written in the book, and the balance of that has to always be correct. So that's CD for controlled drug. Another abbreviation that you'll see is PRN. So PRN is short for as required, so only as needed, basically. So the patient might be prescribed painkillers, and you will see like take 1-3 times a day, PRN. So that's only as required. So you're going to put on the label 1 to be taken 3 times daily as required. And the patient knows that he doesn't have to take those every day 3 times daily. It's only if he's in pain that he needs to take it. So if he has a day where he feels in pain, he knows that he can take 1-3 times a day in that day. But the following day, he might be fine. So he might only take 1 at night, or so PRN would mean as required, as you need it. It's not, you don't actually have to take all the tablets every day 3 times a day. Another abbreviation would be PMR, and that stands for patient medical records. So in the computer, every patient will have a PMR, a patient medical record. That's how you dispense the medication. That's how you generate labels. You introduce the prescription into his PMR, and you generate the labels. So PMR would stand for patient medical records. You will often hear the abbreviation HSE. So HSE stands for Health Service Executive, and it's the body of the government that deals with healthcare. And the PCRS, so PCRS is for Primary Care Reimbursement Service. That is part of the HSC, and the PCRS is where you send your claims at the end of the month. So when you dispense to a GMS patient that only pays €1 or €1.50 per item, or to a DPS patient that only pays 80 euro for his monthly medication, and anything that goes above is paid by the government. At the end of the month, you submit your claims to the PCRS, which is part of the HSC, and they will pay the pharmacy the levy amount that like the patient didn't pay. So anything that went above what the patient paid will be paid through the PCRS. Now, those are the most common ones. There are others, and if they build up, and I see that there are quite a few of them that you wouldn't understand, I will probably make another video on it. But for starters, if you know these ones, they will be useful to you. If you noticed other ones on the prescriptions and you don't understand them, you can type them in the comments in the Facebook group and I will answer them. And yeah, if you have any other requests, like if you want me to answer your questions through a video, just post them anywhere in the Facebook group, or even in private on Messenger, and I will do my best to answer them. So hopefully this video has been useful to you. I know you'll give it a like if you want, and I know you will subscribe to the channel if you think it's gonna benefit you. So until the next video, have a great day.